Welcome everybody. We are here in the Windy City for our first stop of the 2023 Street League Skateboarding Championship Tour. We could not be more excited to be here today because this is the home of the best skateboarding in the world. We are inside the Wintrust Arena and it is stop number 1. I'm your host, Andrew Cannon, joined by Sean Malto. Sean, we've got a new format tonight here in the finals. So far, we've seen it in the women's final. It has been amazing. But before we get into that, let's talk about the skaters. We're going to take a look at our start list. All right, Jagger, Eaton got that second chance qualifying spot in here. Nyjah, Huston, Ryan Decenzo, Felipe, Gustavo, Kelvin, Hoefler, all qualified in their groups, and they are meeting Gustavo Ribeiro. He is our defending champion who is pre-qualified into the finals. So this is the first time we're seeing him skate out here today. Sean, who are you liking out here?
I mean, I've loved how Nyjah skated so far. He's fresh off that ACL injury. This is his first contest back. He looks like he has so much energy. He's so excited to be here. But also Jagger Eaton, also a former champion with tricks like this backside flip 180 nose grind. He's looking so sick. Look how pumped up he is. He's ready to go.
Such a fierce competitor. Now, California skate parks always stepping up to create these street league courses. Let's hear how the skaters break it down in this course preview presented by Rumble.
The course has a lot to offer, you know. There's definitely a lot of lengthy obstacles. You got the high drops. It's really got everything, minus the big rail. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something you don't normally see. There's no big rail.
It's got a lot of different things than usual. It's a lot more mellow. There's no big rail, but that long hubba is very scary.
Yeah.
So the tricks that you see go down are very respectful.
Like when I said lengthy, that thing is lengthy. You gotta respect that.
Favorite obstacle might be that bear trap rail, but I'm most scared of it. I think that's the coolest one. I mean, the seawall is obviously very cool, but that one's probably the hardest thing in here to skate.
I'll say maybe the little rails. It's pretty fun. You can have fun on that and get a little bit more technical.
My favorite obstacle would probably be the bump over bar, going over it. The rail is a little sketch. Those legs, it feels like a street spot. It feels like a sketchy, skinny street rail.
Man, predictions are really hard at this point.
At the end of the day, we all have the tricks, and we're all capable of winning, so.
Every dog has his day. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it again, man.
Every dog has his day. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody.
I love that. So we got to look at the course. Now let's see how this breaks down with the basics presented by Tech Deck. We've got our line section. It's 2 45-second line attempts. Then our single tricks, 5 single trick attempts. But it's all about your top 4 scores. The big change here is that you can only take 1 line score, but you don't have to. You can win this in the single trick section. Oh, man. It's about to go down. How you feeling? You excited for this?
I'm so excited for this. It is popping in here.
Yeah, we've got an incredible crowd here in Chicago. They've been reacting to the scores both favorably and unfavorably.
Absolutely. Mike Mo, the judges are going to need security guards out of here.
Absolutely. All right, the time is now. Let's meet the skaters in our finals. First skater in, coming out of Mesa, Arizona, 22 years old, we've got Jagger Eaton.
The next skater in, Nyjah, Huston, 28 years old, 6-time champion. It's good to see him back in the finals.
You can see it on his face. He's psyched. Then from Vancouver, BC, 36 years old, Ryan Decenzo.
Then we have Felipe Gustavo from Brazil, Definitely one of the techiest skateboarders Street League has ever seen. Can't wait to see what he puts down.
Then also from Brazil, 30 years old, we've got Kelvin Hoefler.
And here is our current defending champion, Gustavo Ribeiro, out of Lisbon.
Now that we've met the skaters, let's meet the third member of our team. Down on the floor, we've got Alex White. Alex, what's going on?
Yo, it is packed down here. Every seat is filled. The crowd is on their feet. And I got a second to talk to Jagger's coach, John Nicholson, between. I'm like, where was Jagger this whole time? Because he's been waiting to see if he made the final or not. And he just walked around the corner at that last group number 4, knew that he was in, and now he's stoked. And I said, are you guys going to change up the strategy at all? And they're like, oh, Jagger's got good tricks for the best trick. He's got good lines. He's ready. Let's do this.
Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I do love how prepped and ready Jagger is for this kind of stuff. He doesn't come into it going, you know, maybe I'll spruce it up here or there. He has a dialed-in plan. Yeah, he is ready to execute.
One of the few guys out here that has a coach, too.
Yeah.
So that's a new thing in skating.
It is time. You can hear it. Jagger Eaton setting it off here in the finals in our line section. That is so
From
cool.
him, the seawall.
Honestly, Jagger's kind of got some pep in his step.
Yeah, it's going a little faster than qualifying.
Look at that, back 180 nose grind. So well done. Look at that, half tab into the front blunt. And he puts it down. I love the intensity.
He is psyched.
And you know what I love is he's going to get fired up, and it's going to keep Nyjah fired up. So good. Man, look at where his truck was on that. It was like almost on the edge.
He was very on top. And that back 180 nose grind to finish it.
That is so cool. All right, scores in 8.4 for Jagger Eaton. Next in Nyjah Huston. Remember, we are going to re-rack after the lines and then before our last single trick attempt, which we know is quite advantageous.
Nyjah starting it off with the switch tail to the tray flip. I love that part of the line.
The judges will like that too. Skating the quarter pipes is a big deal.
Kick flip in. Ooh. Half cab crook grabbed a little bit.
Oh, forcing the nollie back heel.
Oh.
I mean, he kind of rode away.
I count that. That is the obstacle he was talking about, though. It is kind of like a street spot, how all those little crossbars.
But not a flawless run
No.
for Nyjah Huston. We love that kickflip, though.
Straight into this back lip.
6.9, man, that's a drastic difference right there, not getting that backsmith at the end.
Absolutely.
Next skater in, Ryan Decenzo.
No stranger to an SLS final.
Start things off with the front blunt down the hubba.
Ooh, a little sketchy on the nollie crook. Got away with it.
Dude, it's like every time with the frontside flip.
Now about 12 seconds.
He's gonna have to hustle here.
He can get this fired off. Oh, he does it. Ryan Decenzo.
Three really, really good tricks in that run. Look at this nollie crook. Just bobbled a little bit.
Almost two of them right there in the Cup Noodles instant replay.
The frontside flip was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, his nose almost hit the bar again, but managed to whip that around at the last second.
That's so huge at the end of a 45-second run. Oh, 8.5. Look at that. Decenzo in the top spot. Next in, Felipe Gustavo. Felipe looking to get his first win at SLS.
Made it into the finals.
Oh.
Having a bit of a bobble to start things out. Plenty of time on the popcorn.
Must be a little nerves.
Ooh, 360 flip up the stairs.
Tray flip up a three stair in your run.
It's so difficult. And honestly, unless you've ever done a 360 flip, you cannot appreciate how hard that is.
12 seconds on the clock.
This one's going to be a throwaway right here for Felipe Gustavo.
Ryan attempt number 2. Try to clean that up.
Yeah. Just getting that nollie pop down.
But again, he does not have to take a line. He can do it. He can win in the singles if he's unable to put together the next one. But I have faith.
Coming in at a 1.9, so that will be a throwaway score.
Our next skater in, no stranger, is putting together a solid line.
Trying to post up a line score.
Kelvin Hoefler from Brazil.
Kelvin, who made it through on knockout round number 1, I believe. He was part of Group 1.
How's this course for Kelvin?
I think this course is good for Kelvin. He really likes these long hubbas.
Really comfortably on that backside tail slide.
Oh. Kickflip back lip into the kickflip front board.
Switch tail slide. He's got just about 10 seconds left.
He's using all 10 of it.
Half cab crook into the high speed backsmith.
And that back tail is pretty sick. No one skated the quarter pipe like that yet.
Nope. How do you think that line stacks up against what we've seen so far, Sean?
I would say that's right around the same level. I don't think it was drastically better, but it's definitely keeping pace.
So high score right now, 8.5 from Decenzo. I mean, we had two flip tricks back-to-back into slides.
I would think this is right around that 8.5 mark.
8.2. He does not look happy about it.
No, I think that's a little low. But the judges must see something.
All right. Gustavo Ribeiro, our defending champ, first time in here at SLS this weekend. Okay.
All right.
Kick flip up, Crooked grind, nollie flip out.
Heating up.
Dude, he just did a 360 flip nose blunt in his line.
In the middle of his run. That's a steezy little backsmith.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Is that what kind of took him out yesterday?
That's exactly what took him out in practice, but he was able to get out of that one a little better today.
Oof. Talk us through these replays. We saw some good stuff right there.
Crook, nollie, flip out. Gets that pop out of there. And then the tray flip nose blunt, middle of your run. That used to be the last trick in video parts. Eric Huston.
All right, scores in 7.4 in 4th place. Man, that's tough. Falling like that, it's gotta shake the confidence a little bit.
The tray flip 50 hasn't been kind to him all weekend.
We'll see if he goes for it or not. Right now, though, Ryan Decenzo, your current leader. See if he can hang on to that as we head into our second line after this.
Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Cup Noodles. Stir fry rice with noodles. Everything you crave in one cup. By Accelerator Active Energy, the official energy drink of Street League Skateboarding. By Cariuma, old school shoes, new school ethics. And by Tech Deck, start small, go big.
Hello, I'm Rumble.
And I'm YouTube.
YouTube, why are you dressed like that?
Well, I've been seeing a lot of violations in the community lately, so I'm enforcing that.
You mean like people not following your policies?
Strike one!
What if someone tells the truth, but it's labeled as misinformation?
Strike two!
Wow, what if I want to ask questions and have different opinions on things?
Strike three! You're out of here!
Welcome back to SLS Chicago, presented by Cup Noodles. We are in the Windy City for stop number 1 of the 2023 SLS Championship Tour. Today's knockout round was insane. Let's roll the highlights in this look back presented by Cariuma. Our first skater, Kelvin Hoefler, from group number 1, qualifying in. He was ripping today.
Definitely went off to start the contest out. Half cap, backsmith, revert, kickflip, backtail, fakie.
Then we go group number 2. Ryan Decenzo prevailed.
Barely. He had Midler on his heels, but was able to come through by 1/10 of a point.
And it all came down to that last trick that we're going to see in just a moment. This one right here, the switch tail heel.
Barely getting that around. Needed an 8.1, got an 8.2.
Then we got Felipe Gustavo, group number 3. Felipe just looking so solid today.
Nollie flip crook that hubba is no joke. And then kickflip crook on his last attempt to get him in.
We did not see that one coming.
No.
And a nice, not surprised, but a nice little homecoming. Someone who's been unfortunately out due to injury. Nyjah Huston back in the finals here in Chicago.
And he got to easily go through his group.
Yes. And then this guy, Jagger Eaton, getting a spot in from the second chance qualifier. He had the highest score overall, from the skaters that did not win their group. He and Kelvin were putting a lot of pressure on one another in that first group.
Jagger had to work the hardest.
And I'm excited to see him in here. We've got one line under our belt. We are back to the top of the order. Jagger, Eaton, look at that, 95% consistency in the line section. Average score, 7.8. Top score, 9.6. Dude, he just comes out swinging.
Seawall. Love the switch pop shove.
That's a rare one.
Looking at 15 seconds left.
We got 10 seconds left. Back in the nose grab. Man, he came in with a lot of speed.
Activate the hips, twist the shaft.
All right, and that's going to do it. Jagger stepping it up.
Yeah, started his runoff with just a little better of a kickflip back lip instead of the backsmith on the small rail. Right here, kickflip back lip. That should get him a couple tenths of a point up from that first run.
I just think he was skating so fast coming in. Dude, there is no room for error on that 5.0 on the seawall.
No.
That thing is sketchy. 8.4 right now, and an 8.6 moves Jagger Eaton up to the top spot.
8.6 will be an improvement. So Jagger has that score.
He will take it. Nyjah Huston down in 5th place right now with a 6.9.
Now on course for attempt number 2.
Switch tail to kick things off.
Oh. Solid backlit. I love how he has that switch heel every time.
There you go, half cab trip 180. I mean, his flip trick game is so consistent. You wouldn't necessarily think it because he's always going so full bore.
What?
Oh, look at that, going for broke right there. He knows what it's going to take.
That's going to do it for time. Let's hear it for Nyjah Huston.
No one wants to win more than that guy.
No. I don't know, man. Jagger, he's got that same fire. Half cap grip 180.
So sick. Taking it out on the tech deck wall over there, but definitely a little frustrated with that switch frontside flip.
I mean, honestly, he still improves. 7.1 up from a 6.9.
Oh, let's hope that foot's okay.
Next in, Ryan Decenzo, currently in 2nd place with an 8.5. Needs an 8.7 to climb to the top of the leaderboard.
A little tail smack.
Decenzo can skate everything. He can do the technical tricks. He can skate transition. He can go big when he needs to.
Switch tail 270 is definitely an improvement from his first run.
On command frontside flip.
Seconds left.
Ryan Decenzo is just ripping.
Smooth front blunt to start. Setting him up to this switch tail 270, which I think he nollie crooked it in the first run, so.
He did.
Yeah, that's what I like, the mixture.
That frontside flip is so good.
Then the big frontside 360. So he needs an 8.7. Is that going to be enough to do it? 8.7, he does it, pushing Jagger Eaton down into second place. Wow. Could Ryan Decenzo do it here today?
He's looking solid so far.
Next up, we're gonna have Felipe.
Next up, Felipe Gustavo. Felipe had a tough first line, but he can do it. There we go.
Whoa. It's back nose
Yes.
grind.
Hanging on.
This guy.
He's putting it together.
He's able to recover. Ah.
I love that he tries that super difficult technical stuff in his line. Oh, he stomps a big frontside flip at the end. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he missed one trick, but definitely an improvement from a 1.9.
And he had some really good stuff in there.
Nollie crook to start, missed the pop on the first one. And then tray flip up the 3 is so hard to do, especially in a contest when your legs are a little heavy, you're feeling a little tired, and then this big frontside flip over the bar to end it.
And our judges, I mean, that panel is street skaters. They know 360 flip upstairs is gnarly. 7.7. It's going to serve him well, moving up into 4th place. We have 2 skaters left. Kelvin Hoefler right now in 3rd place with an 8.2.
Kelvin now will be next to go, has the 8.2. Start things off solid in that first line.
Oh, no.
It's a rare miss.
And the tough part is he knows that trying to make up that time is not worth it.
Yeah.
Kickflip back lip. He's calling it right there. Gonna save that energy for the single tricks. There's a look at Nyjah Huston right now, getting a little attention to that ankle. Gustavo Ribeiro, defending champ. Look at that, 95% consistency. Top score 9.3, average 7.6. So that was a below average score for him. We got high hopes though. Defending champ.
Yeah, nice nollie, no slide. Back when he goes grind on the ledge.
That crook nollie flip on command is so good.
I love how high he pops out of it.
Straight foot nose blunt. There you go. That backsmith looks a little more in control than the last one. Let's see if he can land this last trick. That
Going
tray
back to
50.
Hubba and just getting away from it, which is honestly abnormal.
Very.
I mean, his 360 flips go to his feet almost every single time. So this is uncharacteristic of Gustavo on that hubba.
That's it for the line section. We'll be going into the single trick, doing the re-rack as we
You can see him reacting right there, feeling the pressure. But our current leader right now, Ryan Decenzo, in the top spot. Stick around to find out. Can he keep that lead?
Hey YouTube, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm updating my content policies.
Really? Do you mind if I take a look?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, here you go. Oh, wait. One more. This is a new one.
Thank you, I'll block off my schedule.
It's a real page turner. Oh, page 94 is my personal favorite.
Okay, can't wait. Honestly, YouTube, this is too much to read.
Welcome back as we take a look at this G-Shock time capsule. Sean, what is this?
This is the last time Street League was in Chicago. I was actually in this final, and this is Deshaun Jordan's one and only win in Street League with that big laser flip off the top ropes.
Laying down the hammer here last time. That was such an exciting moment and such an important moment in Deshaun's career.
And look at that podium. Tori, Shane, and Deshaun at the very top.
Chicago, keep doing your thing as well. Keep showing the love out there. Thank you, Cariuma.
All right, now the re-rack presented by Cup Noodles. Nyjah Huston is going to be going first. Gustavo Ribeiro, Felipe Gustavo, Kelvin Hoefler, Jagger Eaton, and Ryan Decenzo, who is your current leader with the highest score in the line section. There's Deshaun, 2017 champion here in Chicago. And Gustavo Ribeiro. Oh, getting warmed up, getting ready. He had the golden ticket here in Chicago. He's a chef, who knew?
Oh.
And a world champ. So let's dish it out. Here's Gustavo's Pro Perspective presented by Cup Noodles.
If I don't skate and I'm not doing nothing, I'm probably cooking all the time. Like, kind of relieve some stress and I feel productive. I mean, I started cooking when I was young. My dad used to always love to cook, so I grew up watching my dad cooking all the time. My mom always used to cook a lot to me. I was thinking in my head is more like, maybe I should cook the stroganoff. Kind of miss that plate, you know, so that's for you, Mom. Yeah, the last stop was something like that I'll never forget because it was not like an easy win. I remember like came to the last try and I was in second and I was really needed to land the last trick. Actually, I never thought that one day like I could say when I'm 22 years old that I was a world champion a couple months ago. It's something crazy to think about it. I'm still the same person, my life still's kind of the same. I just feel maybe I have more eyes on me, a little bit of more pressure. But you know, like I just try to do what I used to do before, just try to be happy and skate as much as I can, and we'll see what's coming from now on. I mean, it was like gonna be a moment that probably I'm never gonna forget. It was super special. Bon appetit.
There's a look at Gustavo. I love how humble he is. Seems so cool, calm, collected in that piece.
Just chefing it up.
Chefing it up, but not right now. He's cooking up something else. He's trying to cook up a win here at SLS in Chicago. Here's the basics and how it all goes down. We just finished our line section, which is 2 45-second line attempts. Now we are getting into single tricks. It's 5 single trick attempts anywhere on the course, and our top 4 scores count towards the final score. You can take one line score, but you do not need to take it. So you can win this competition in single trick.
You're ready for the single trick section. Let's make some noise for these guys.
All right, we are going to kick it off here with Nyjah Huston, our first single trick attempt, coming in hot.
Holding on to that half cab back nose grind revert.
Wow. Interesting to see this replay. It looked like he was leading way away.
There's the Cup Noodles instant replay. Oh, man.
Perfect half cab back nose grind. Turning it at the very end.
He forced that landing, though.
Did. Foot massage definitely helped him there.
Hopefully he's feeling okay. Scores in 8.8.
Right there for Nyjah Huston. So a big score to start out the trick section.
Next in, Gustavo Ribeiro, our defending champion.
Will be next.
He needs an 8.5 to get into first. Oh, that is honestly a perfect obstacle for him for that one.
Perfect obstacle, but he broke his board.
He broke it.
Yeah, it snapped. Not all the way through, but enough.
Ooh, that's tough. I'll be curious if he's going to try to set another one up or go for it. I mean, we saw in the women's final, Momiji break it at the last second. Gustavo Ribeiro. Felipe Gustavo, my apologies.
Back-to-back Gustavos, but Felipe nollie flipping into the crooked grind. Down the big hubba, perfect.
Oh, look at that lock-in.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, that was perfectly done. Needs an 8.3 to get into first, and a 9 even puts him up there. Nyjah congratulating him. Here's our 9 club replay. That was so well done.
First 9 club of the finals.
Kelvin Hoefler down in 5th right now with an 8.2, but a solid line score. Needs an 8.6 for first. Coming in fakie. It's kind of the Kelvin Hoefler special.
Kelvin Hoefler shuffle.
Long hubba, check. Half cab nose to back tail, check.
Still so gnarly.
I just like that he's getting a solid nose slide in. Like he doesn't just go like boom, boom.
No, it's very fluid.
Think that's enough for an 8.6? And an 8.8, it's enough. Putting Kelvin up to the top. Ooh, Chicago wanted a 9 right there.
These
they're gonna have to
Midwest
wait.
fans, they want 9s.
Jagger, next to drop.
Next in, Jagger Eaton.
I posted up that 8.6 in the line section.
He needs an 8.5 for first.
Just a little too on top of that one.
Sometimes it's almost like he's overhyped.
Yeah, he overshot that just by the slightest bit.
Next in, Ryan Decenzo. He was in the lead as we headed into the single trick. Oh man, starting off strong.
It's getting a little spicy in here.
He did that switch tail, switch heel better than he did the first one. And he got a solid score.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Decenzo flicking that switch heel out.
Hey, we heard it in that piece with Manny and Tori. Every dog has his day. Is today Decenzo's day? 8.9. Decenzo up the top. Chicago might be rioting. All right, there's Nyjah. Before we get into it, let's head down to Alex White.
Well, as you guys saw in the run section, Nyjah, got on like an ankle crunch, maybe a heel bruise on that switch frontside flip attempt, but he got worked on. He's back in there, and looks like the results are paying off, and that he's back in the mix with that half cab nose grind revert.
Glad to see he's doing okay. Love to see him making that first trick. Fear the purple. Nyjah's back.
Jaw is back.
Nyjah right now down in 4th place, but he only needs a 1.8 to get up into first.
Nice, good opportunity right now to crack up into that top spot.
Coming in fakie.
Right there. So having some trouble there. We've seen him.
You can see the frustration. Half cab back Smith giving him trouble earlier today in the knockout round.
His first fail here in the trick section.
Gustavo looking to post his first score in single. That's going to put a lot of pressure on him.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 7.5 for his line, and he has to make every single trick throughout the rest of the contest.
And I assume it has to be a pretty average 9.2, 9.3.
Felipe Gustavo in a good spot. Oh, if he could get that switch flip back tail, that's going to be a big score.
That's insanity right there.
I love that no one's holding back.
Not at all. Going all in right there. So impressive.
I would love to see Felipe take a win here at SLS.
That'd be amazing. He deserves it.
He's due.
Right there every time.
Kelvin Hoefler, consistency, 53%, average score, 8.2, and his top is a 9.5. He only needs a 0.7 right now to get into first, but that's how this is going to go until we have 4 scores on the board. A look at our champion from the women's final. Half cab back Smith 180.
Kelvin, come on, man. Nyjah hasn't been back that long. Why you got to do that to him?
That could make Nyjah feel some stuff.
Half cab back Smith, back 180.
But to be fair, I think he did it earlier today first. I could be wrong. All right, 9 even. Kelvin Hoefler in the lead with a 26.0. He's feeling good about it.
Kisses to the crowd.
Next in, Jagger Eaton looking to get his first score.
Jagger Eaton needs to get one down.
Oh, yeah. That first attempt, always humbling when you don't make it. But he did that perfectly.
Backside 180 flip nose grind.
The cup of noodles instant replay.
Perfectly pinched. And the fist pump. Guy's been watching Tiger highlights.
There we go, 9.2. Hey, that's a reason to fist pump right there.
He's wearing red, he's fist pumping, and he's putting himself in contention.
That ties his highest ever single trick score and definitely gets him in contention for a win here today. But this guy might have something to say about it. Ryan Decenzo, he's got to get a 9 in here. Coming in fast. Whoa! That's a pivotal moment right there for Decenzo. Download TrueSkate on your mobile device and enter the SLS Chicago event. For the first time, players that complete all missions in the event will unlock a virtual replica of the championship course. Play now to skate the same course as the SLS pros. We did get a hard flip. Someone sent it over. We got to see it. Thank you for that. Nyjah in for his third attempt. Oh, yeah! Oh, I like it. I like that he abandoned the half cat back Smith. He said, nope. Switch heel tail. Let's do this. He needs a 2.0 for second place.
He saw Kelvin, he was like, check this out. Switch heel front tail, the big hubba.
I think that's going to do him better than the half cat back Smith 180 anyway.
And Nyjah's smart. He has the half cat back Smith. He knows what it's going to score, so he might as well save it.
9.3. Nyjah now in second place. Feeling good. The crowd out here in Chicago is definitely liking it. Next in, we've got Gustavo Ribeiro. Alex, what's going on with his board?
Dude, Gustavo Ribeiro is riding right now on a cracked board. On that second attempt, he came down and cracked it. He stepped on Aurelian Gerard's board for a second, decided no go, and then he went back to his cracked board. So let's see what's going to happen here.
He's got to land bolts.
Any little pressure towards the middle of that board, and it is gone.
Oh, he rides away! The board is gone.
Board's toast. But I'm counting that as a perfect landing.
Yeah, I mean,
if that board didn't break,
let's take a look.
Let's look at it.
I mean, he landed on the tail. Little patty cake, but
couple hands down, but still, I mean, you got to give him a good score for that.
I think they're going to give him a good score. We'll see if they give him the score that he could have gotten. If he would have landed that without the board breaking, I don't think those hands would have gone down.
We got the NASCAR pit stop right now.
What is that like, changing your board? You have 2 attempts left in the finals. I mean, he needs a 9.3 for 5th place.
Yeah, he's definitely jittery right now.
Judges taking their time.
Judges giving him some extra time.
I mean, they know how important this score is going to be.
There you go, a little assistance from Tori and Aurelian.
Score is coming in. And a 7.3. I know the crowd's not going to like that one. But if you look at it, he put his hands down. Not everyone here is going to agree with that, but his hands touched.
That was both palms on the ground.
And it wasn't just like a little high five to the ground. I mean, that looked like it fully supported some weight. So the judges docking it, I mean, that's par for the course right now.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, we're good. Our next on the line.
Next skater in. Felipe Gustavo, he needs a 9-4. Switch flip back tail could do it. But he has to make the next two.
We're seeing a lot of raw emotions out of all these skaters coming in.
I mean, I think we are in a position where the pressure is so great. You take time off, you start the season, you've got expectations coming into this, and you don't do it, and that's gotta put you in the feels. Current leader right now, Kelvin Hoefler. Half cab crook 180.
Again, seeing that Nyjah score.
That scored well for Nyjah. It's going to score well for Kelvin.
Half cab crook revert. Did it as good as you could have done it, so I would assume the exact same score.
8.9, higher up.
Higher up.
We saw Nyjah do a little bit of a tic-tac when he did it, so they're rewarding Kelvin. That is his fourth score, and a 34.9 right now, the score to beat. Jagger looking to get his third score on the board. Needs a 7.5 for second. Oh, sliding out. It's going to put some serious pressure on those last two attempts. Decenzo needing a 7.7 for second place. It'll be his third score. We saw him try that nollie inward heel.
All right, looks like he's good to go. Attempt number 3 for Ryan Decenzo.
Oh, switching it up a bit.
You got a guess? You think he's going nollie heel nose?
Nollie heel nose or nollie heel crook?
There we go. Nollie heel nose. That is a long hubba.
Look at this nollie heel nose barely locking in.
The first half of that slide, he was working his way in, and then he kind of pulled it in there.
Then he got the wheels to the ledge, but
look at that relief.
Still.
7.7. He gets an 8.6. He's now in second. And that puts him in a spot where he could get there.
That was very smart to get yourself in position. Now you have 2 tries to try to lift yourself past Kelvin.
Current leader, Kelvin Hoefler, with that great half cab back Smith, back 180. Can he hang on to that lead? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago for our first stop of the 2023 Street League Skateboarding Championship Tour. Presented by Cup Noodles. We have seen some really great skating so far here in the men's finals, but it is not over yet. Some of these skaters are still looking to get that fourth score on the board, and there is a lot on the line. Highest single trick of, this is all time right here for these skaters. So Nyjah Huston, 9.9, Gustavo Ribeiro, 9.6, Felipe, 9.5, Kelvin, 9.5, Decenzo, a 9.3, and Jagger with a 9.2, which we saw him tie earlier with that backside flip nose grind.
That just shows the potential of this finals. Nobody's out of it. They're all capable of winning this thing. It's just who's going to actually be able to buckle down and land the tricks when they need to land it.
Nyjah Huston right here, about to kick it off for our fourth attempt. This man knows pressure. He knows how to make it work. And honestly, I think in a sick way, he loves it.
Absolutely.
He is looking to get his fourth score on the board right now. He needs a 9.8 to get into first place. All right, the half cat back Smith, back 180. How do you feel about that from a strategy perspective?
I love it. It sets him up. This half cab backsmith by the Cup Noodles replay did it perfect. It sets him up to be able to be in good position for that re-rack for the last trick.
Yeah, he gets to look at his overall score and go, okay, he's gonna get 9 even right there. So that means that 7.1 from his line is going to be dropped if he can put something else really solid up there. So Nyjah Huston, second place. There's another look in the 9 Club replay.
And that's why this new format is so exciting. Before, he would be stuck with that 7-1 no matter what.
And you said it earlier when he went and did that switch heel tail, you're like, he knows his strategy. He knows what he's gonna score. All right, Gustavo Ribeiro. Oh, attempt 4 getting away from him. He's riding a borrowed board.
He's on a rental, trying a tray flip nose blunt, big spin out. Trying a trick that shut down his video part.
On somebody else's board. That's difficult. And when you're that good, you feel every bit of the concave, the way it pops, everything. All right, Felipe Gustavo needs a 9.6 for third. Ooh, it looked like it almost had too much wax and sort of shot out a little ahead of him.
Yeah, he just got it a little too far in front of him. It looked a little, it didn't look as confident as some of his other tricks, and then got away from him.
Your current leader, Kelvin Hoefler. He's got 4 scores on the board. The low one to drop is an 8.2. That's his line score. He still has 2 more attempts. Oh, going for the kickflip back tail shove. It's not going to do it, but right now he's seated in first. And if he can stay there, that gives him a really good look when we get into that last attempt. Jagger Eaton, he needs an 8.5 for third place. Coming in switch. Oh. The switchback nose blunt getting away.
Such a respectable trick, switchback nose blunt.
Jagger cannot win, but man, did he fight.
He fought the entire time.
He fought to get in. He fought to get to this point. Ryan Decenzo, kind of an underdog here for the win. He needs an 8.8 for first. It's not going to do it, but currently in third place. So, with that, We have one more attempt left, and we are going to re-rack the scoreboard. There's a look at Raisa Leal, your women's champion today, and it all came down to that last attempt, which we are about to see. Yep, she put it down, she made it happen. Is it going to come down to the last attempt here? Nyjah needs to do it if he has a chance to win. All right, the re-rack presented by Cup Noodles. Gustavo Ribeiro is going to set things off currently at the bottom. Felipe Gustavo, Jagger Eaton, Ryan Decenzo, Nyjah Huston, and Kelvin Hoefler. So really, the pressure is on right now for Nyjah Huston and Ryan Decenzo. They got a lot of weight on their shoulders. Kelvin Hoefler has the potential to breeze his way to a win, but we shall see. Defending champ Gustavo Ribeiro on course. Oh, so close. Solid showing here today, but unfortunately, feeling that broken board. Felipe Gustavo needs a 9.6 to get himself into third place and on the podium.
Currently sitting on the outside looking in on the podium.
In fifth.
Does have a chance. Last attempt.
This would be his third score. Oh, so close on the switch flip back tail.
Felipe is a lot closer to winning this than it looks on there. The tricks that he can do and the tricks that he got close to. It doesn't translate, but still, really good showing here in Chicago.
All it takes is one day. Jagger Eaton unable to take home the win, but going for it on the switchback nose blunt. Doing it here for the crowd in Chicago. So this is our podium. It is a lock with these three skaters, and they all have a chance to win. I mean, look at this, 8.8 for first place. He's not out of the running.
No, this is it. This is the podium, but this is all going to dictate where they stand.
Is he going to do it for his first time?
Oh!
Is that 8.8 worthy?
Wow, I mean, that's close. He really put that in the hands of the judges.
So break it down.
It's a sick trick, front shove nose grind, don't get me wrong, but it is more on the basic of the technical tricks.
How does that stack up, though, to a half cab backsmith back 180? I mean, he's got the front shoving in here. Do you think that's better?
Got the front shove, but it's all personal preference. This one's gonna be a weird one to judge. I expect they're gonna take their time on this one. I mean, front shove to bounce back nose grind along hubba.
That is a serious trick.
8.9.
The judges give it to him, and he has a taste of what could be his first ever victory here at SLS. Can he hang on? All he can do is sit there and wait.
I mean, we have two past champions set up right now.
Look, Nyjah only needs an 8.1.
Still,
that's almost child's play for him.
This is his first contest back in almost 2 years, so can he handle this pressure?
We know he loves it. Oh! And he's unable to do it! Decenzo with a possible first win here. Either way, This is going to be exciting. Look at that. Nyjah giving it everything.
He had it.
I love seeing him put it all on the line.
I mean, first contest back, podium. I think if you're looking at the small wins, he's going to be psyched on how this weekend played out. But, wow, he was close.
What does Kelvin need? He needs an 8.5. That is it's in his wheelhouse. Kelvin has not won an SLS in a long time. I love that. Going in saying, hey, you know what? Either way.
This is what it all comes down to. It all boils down to this.
It all comes down to this moment. The crowd is on their feet. And I love that he is embracing this moment.
What is it going to be?
I knew I could have called that.
He was like, oh,
he always does. It's almost like his trigger. He needs to stop, reset, then here you go.
The moment of truth for Kelvin Hoefler.
Can he do it, or is Decenzo going to be a first-time winner here at SLS? Oh, he needs an 8.5, and I think that's going to do it.
Wow.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what.
I know that's one of his tricks, but to be able to do it in that situation.
This is what SLS is all about. Coming down to that last trick. Going for broke.
Full cab, back tail to fakie.
Perfectly done.
Last trick of the contest.
Pressure was on him. All the pressure in the world right there. That's gnarly to do something like that.
Decenzo fought like hell.
That situation at hand. Awaiting that score for Kelvin Hoefler.
What a moment. And a 9.0! That does it for Kelvin Hoefler, your winner here in Chicago.
What a boss.
What a final.
That was crazy.
He really had to win that right there. There was no half-stepping. Kelvin Hoefler, your 2023 SLS Chicago champion.
Hey, Joey! Yes, Joey!
Don't go away, everyone. We'll be back in just a moment. But this right here, the trick that helped him clinch victory.
What do you think, son? 8 or 9?
For that, I'd use this.
Manscaped, huh? Son, back in my day, ladies loved grass in the fairways.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not for down there. The beard hedger's for your face.
Oh, really?
The Beard Hedger features a rotary zoom wheel that provides 20 precision settings with just one guard.
Grip it and trim it, baby.
Introducing the Beard Hedger. Order today at manscaped.com.
Doctors are like you. Too much fast food, not enough exercise. And we don't have time for 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. That's why I take Field of Greens. Each fruit and vegetable supports my heart, lungs, kidneys, and metabolism for energy and weight loss. And at your next checkup, Field of Greens promises your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back.
Get 15% off and free rush shipping at fieldofgreens.com. Product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. See website for terms and conditions for your better health money back promise.
Has been brought to you by G-SHOC, the official watch of the SLS World Tour. Head to gshock.com to see the world's toughest watches. By Gel Blaster, go play. By TrueSkate, download TrueSkate and unlock the Chicago course to play like a pro. And by Rumble, it's time to break free. Download the Rumble app today.
Wow, what a finals right there. Here's a look at your podium. Nyjah Huston with his first contest back post ACL surgery. 34.2, third place. Ryan Decenzo was so close. He could taste victory right there. But it came down to the last attempt, and Kelvin Hoefler put it all on the line, taking home victory with a 35.7. Here's how he got there in the championship clip presented by Gel Blaster. Man, that cab back tail at the end.
I said I was hungry, you know, like I didn't speak English that much, you know.
Let's head down to Alex White with our winner.
I'm down here with our winner, Kelvin Hoefler. Kelvin, the last time you won out here was 2015 in Chicago. Does Chicago have a special place in your heart?
Yeah, it is, man. I'm really, really, really happy, you know, like this crown here. Like I love Chicago so much, you know. Man, I'm gonna cry, you know. Like I'm just. Yeah, been on like a battle. My wrist is broken, my 2 fingers too. But you know, like skateboarding, you know, like that, you know, like I love so much. So this thing is for y'all. Thank you.
I just want to say that final was a dogfight, you and Decenzo at the end. Can you tell me a little bit how it felt to be there, you know, comrades?
I love this so bad, you know. He's my homie, you know, like he's my like inspiration, you know, like every time he skates, like I saw him, like Paul, you know, like all those guys, like he's such an inspiration. So yeah, Decenzo, I love you.
And anything you want to say to the folks back home after this win?
Em português? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Valeu a galera aí do Brasil. Esse aqui é pra vocês e estamos chegando. Isso aqui é pra vocês.
Thank you so much, Kelvin. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
What an epic final here in Chicago. We saw amazing skating in the women's finals. We saw amazing skating in the men's final, all coming down to the last attempt. From myself, Sean Malto, and Alex White, thanks so much everyone for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you at our next stop in Tokyo.